we need memory while using computer or smartphone. What else anyway? There are two kinds of memories, volatile and non-volatile memory. Random access memory, RAM, is a representative volatile memory, and DRAM is one of them. Each of DRAM consists of one transistor and one capacitor. As I told you that DRAM is volatile, so to keep the data it has, we need to refresh it periodically. And that's why there is a capacitor. And these days, there are two different ways in making DRAM structure. The first one, etching a deep trench for the capacitor, and the other one is just stacking the structure above the transistor. The first one, the trench one, was beneficial with the thermal budget because we placed the capacitor before the transistor. But nowadays we use high-K materials to maximize the capacitance. And the thermal budget of the high-K materials is quite poor. So we just do all these processes in low temperature condition. Contrastively, flash memory is a representative non-volatile memory. There are NAND flash or NOR flash, but we commonly use NAND flash with many reasons, especially integration. Anyway, the principle of these memories is quite simple. Just make a semiconductive space between two different insulators and hold or leave the electrons from the space. We call the process holding the electrons in the space as program or easily write. And oppositely, the process leaving the electrons from the space, we call it erase. And we need to know about the information from the space, so we call the process read. Until recently, we used just silicon for the semiconductive space, and we call it floating gate. But because of scaling down and to overcome its fundamental limits, we started to use silicon nitride here, and we called the new structure SONAS. The biggest difference between these two different structures is that the former one, using the silicon, its gate controllability was dependent on the floating gate area and the blocking oxide thickness. But the new one, using the silicon nitride, its gate controllability is mainly dependent on the material. Anyway, affected by using this new structure, the SONAS structure, we could distinguish many different states from a single cell. We call multi-level, triple, and quadruple level cells, and we can integrate more cells on given area, but the reliability has been decreased. But unless the side effect with the reliability, the improvement of integration is so critical. So we have no choice but to do so.